Can you guys believe we're already halfway through 2026? For today's video, I'm gonna go over the top 26 products at Olive Young for the first half of 2026 for these categories. And before we start, if you have not yet, please make sure to subscribe. It will help support the channel. Let's go. First one is the Round Lab 1025 Dokdo toner. This toner has won numerous awards. It's great for sensitive and dry skin because the ingredient is very minimal. There's zero fragrance, zero drying alcohol, and zero essential oils. The seawater in this formula is rich in minerals like magnesium, calcium, and zinc. So if you're applying this right after you wash your face, it's basically like restoring your skin moisture balance. Also, since this toner is completely water-based, you can use it as that 7-skin layer where you apply 7 times on your face. So if everything breaks you out or makes you red, ingredients like panthenol and allantoin, they help calm inflammation and redness. Next up is the Torriden Dive-In Toner. So this is another very skin-friendly toner. This one's great if you have dehydrated, oily, and combination or sensitive skin. If your skin feels uncomfortably tight and dry after you cleanse your face, but you still get greasy, like a greasy forehead and a greasy T-zone after a couple of hours, you should try this one out. The multi-layer hyaluronic acid basically gives water to your pores to fix that inner dryness without any of that heavy oils that can possibly clog your pores. You can also go in with the pad version, which is the Torriden Dive-In Low Molecular Hyaluronic Acid Multi-Pad. That is a long name. If you want Torriden's deep hydration, but also kind of have that extra oomph for exfoliation, I would try out this pad. Although they look the same, one is in a bottle and one has a pad, they actually don't have the same ingredient list. This pad contains PHA and tea tree, and along with the action of wiping your face with the pad, you're basically physically exfoliating dead skin cells. So basically, if you want nothing else but hydration and you want to keep layering water-based toners, I would go with the bottle version. But if you want a little bit of that exfoliation because of flakiness, I would try out the pad version. Next one is the SKINFOOD Carotene Calming Water Pad. So this one's great if you have dry skin or your face is very hot. So for dry skin, if watery toners just like evaporate right after you apply it, you might want to try this one out because this one does contain plant oils like olive oil and carrot seed oil. It doesn't just hydrate, but actually kind of like seal it inside. Actually in kbeauty, it is widely popular to cool down your skin temperature before you apply makeup because before adding any foundation on, you want to keep or have your skin as cool as possible. So basically, if you step out of the shower and your face is feeling hot, slap these pads on for a couple minutes to cool down your skin temperature. Let's move on to serum. So I've talked about this serum a lot of times in my YouTube videos. BRINGGREEN Zinc Teca Trouble Serum. So with ingredients like Centella Asiatica actives, it's good for inflammation and rebuilding a damaged skin barrier. It also includes tea tree, which is great for acne. So if you have oily, acne-prone, or sensitive skin, I would try out this serum. Next one I recommend is the WELLAGE Real Hyaluronic Blue 100 Ampoule. This one's got panthenol, which is great for hydration and barrier repair. It also has different layers of hyaluronic acid, which is great for giving that deeper hydration and also the surface hydration as well. So if your skin feels uncomfortably tight or you've been using too much retinol and you kind of need some time out for your skin to repair, try out this WELLAGE serum. Next one I recommend is the MEDIHEAL Madecassoside Blemish Repair Serum. This one has niacinamide, which is known for fading dark spots, balancing oil production, and help make pores look smaller. So basically, it kind of helps to give your skin that glassy, clean look. And also Madecassoside, which is great for healing the skin and fading those annoying red marks after you pop a pimple. So this one's great if you have combination oily or dull skin. And because the base is made very lightweight instead of adding that very heavy oil, it absorbs pretty quickly. When you first apply it, it may kind of seem sticky, but it absorbs very, very quickly. If you're dealing with uneven skin tone or leftover acne, scars, and marks, try out this serum. All right, let's move on to creams. So the first one I recommend is the S Nature Aqua Squalane Moisturizing Cream. So this one has 15% squalane, which is great for locking in moisture and making your skin feel smooth. It also fixes rough and flaky patches without leaving that greasy shine on your face. If you have dry, mature, or dehydrated skin, I would try out this cream. For the next one, I recommend the Ilyun Ceramide Ata Lotion. I've talked about this numerous times on my channel. It has ceramide, cholesterol, and phytosphingosine. It's a great ratio for mimicking your skin's natural structure. This lotion has a very rich texture that coats the skin with a protective layer. If you have extremely dry, sensitive, or flaky skin, I would try out this Ilyun cream. Also, Ilyun is very famous for being baby friendly as well. For the next cream, I recommend the Estra Auto Barrier 365 cream, and this one I'm pretty sure everyone knows. It's very famous for being great for sensitive and eczema skin. So on the ingredient list, the allantoin calms redness, ceramides help with skin barrier, and niacinamide brightens everything up. And also this cream has these tiny capsules in the cream that kind of pop when you rub it. Next one, I recommend the Dear Dahlia White Jelly Soothing Barrier Cream. If you've seen my latest video, I talk about this. I actually got Dear Dahlia's new skincare line and I've been trying that out and did a review video, but I've been using this cream and I'm actually done and I need to order more. This one's great if you want that golden ratio of ceramide, cholesterol, and phytosphingosine, but it is much lighter in texture than the Ilyun one. So if the Ilyun one is a little bit more thick and creamy, this Dear Dahlia one is very lightweight, which is perfect for the summer. So if you have sensitive, dry, or red, heated skin, I would definitely try out this cream. Let's move on to cleanser. First one I recommend is the Be Plain Mung Bean pH Balanced Cleansing Foam. Like the name itself, it has both the mung bean extract and the powder form. The powder basically does the mild exfoliating, whereas the extract cleanses excess oil deep in your skin. If you have sensitive, combination, or acne-prone skin, I would try out this cleanser. Moving on to the next one is the Round Lab 1025 Dokdo Toner. So this one's very gentle and very moisturizing on the skin with the ingredients like seawater, panthenol, and hyaluronic acid. While the bubbles are cleansing your face, this trio is basically working to keep hydration inside your face. This one doesn't contain any artificial fragrance or drying alcohol, so it is perfect if you want to go for that very gentle cleansing foam. It is great for all skin types, but especially if you have dehydrated and sensitive skin like I do, this one's great. Next cleanser is the Yara Green Tea Pure Cleansing Balm. I've recently been using this cleansing balm that Yara sent me and I actually ordered another one. So this is the one that I finished using. I don't know, like I got this for content review, but I've been liking it so much. I actually ordered a new one. So I definitely recommend this if you are the type of person who can't use cleansing oil. So they say that oil removes oil, and if you want to get rid of makeup or waterproof mascara or makeup or your blackheads, they recommend that you use cleansing oil. But for me, if I use cleansing oil, I always get pimples, so I lean towards cleansing balm. This one has plant-based oils, and if you're thinking, I thought you just said you can't use oil. The difference between cleansing oil and cleansing balm, with cleansing oils, there still may be a bit of oil left on your skin, which can clog up your pores. But with cleansing balm, immediately when you put water on your face, it turns into milk. This also contains green tea powder, which is great for calming down redness and purifying your skin. And because green tea is packed with antioxidants, that means it basically helps you protect your skin while you're cleansing. But if you are the type of person who can use cleansing oil, I recommend the one from MEDIHEAL. It's their pure cleansing oil. This one contains soybean oil, which makes up half of the bottle. And soybean oil is known to be lightweight and packed with vitamin E, which can dissolve makeup, sunscreen, and also this one's great for removing your blackheads too. So if you have dry or normal skin type and you are okay with using cleansing oil, I would definitely try out this one from MEDIHEAL. But because it is a cleansing oil, it does have that kind of slippery, slimy feeling after you wash your face, so keep that in mind. All right, let's move on to sunscreen. So the first one I recommend, the Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun Rice Plus Probiotics, which is SPF 50 plus PA4+. So this one has 3000 ppm of rice extract, which is still a number, effective for hydration and soothing. Very lightweight, zero white cast. So after using this, it does give you that shiny look on your face. I personally think it is more on the dewy look, but I guess to some people it may look like a greasy texture. If you have normal, dry, sensitive skin, this formula acts more like a hydrating lotion rather than a sunscreen. So if you have normal, dry, sensitive skin, I would try out this sunscreen. Next one, I recommend the Goodall Heartleaf Soothing Sun Cream, which is also SPF 50+, PA4+. So this one has heartleaf extract, which can naturally cool down the temperature of your skin to help calm redness, irritation, and it's also great for acne-prone skin as well. So if you have acne-prone skin, oily, or combination skin, this sunscreen is great. And one more sunscreen that I want to recommend is from Skin 1004. It's their Madagascar Centella Hyaluronic Water Fit Sun Serum. Like the name itself, it is a sun serum. There are more sun serums out there at Olive Young and on the market, which literally just feels like a serum. But with this Skin 1004, it's not like that typical serum ampoule texture. It does lean more towards the sunscreen or lotion type. Not only this one has hyaluronic acid, but it also contains Centella asiatica, which is great for red, irritated, or sensitive skin. So Teca basically calms down irritation and is great for acne-prone skin. This one also doesn't have any essential oils, nor artificial fragrances and drying alcohols, and it leaves zero stickiness and zero white cast as well. So if you have dry, sensitive, acne-prone skin, I would try out this one. And with any of these sunscreens and K sunscreens out there, I have never felt any eye sting before. Moving on to foundation. Hera Silky Stay 24-hour long wear foundation. So years ago during my idol days when I had music programs and broadcast shooting as well, I just had what my makeup artist put on my face. But on those days where I did a self makeup or I did makeup on myself, I would always use this foundation. So this is a semi-matte foundation and the coverage is actually pretty good. Even without powdering your face afterwards, the coverage and the texture stays on pretty long. And with this one, I never experienced any horrible darkening. After an entire day of filming, 95% of the texture stayed on. And moving on to cushion foundation. This is one from Hera as well, their black cushion foundation. So I've been using this for many years. It comes in many shades and it has a very silky, creamy, luxurious texture. So it goes on pretty thin. And if you want more coverage, you can add more layers of this or go in with another concealer. And as for oxidation, there is a little bit of darkening, but actually the original color stays on for a pretty long time. So this one's great if you have normal, combination, or oily skin, especially if you have like a oily T-zone and dry cheeks like I do. This one's gonna be great. Another cushion foundation that I recommend is the 정샘물 Essential Skin Neuter Cushion. This is another very famous one in Korea. So it does say it gives you that dewy look, but from my experience, rather than the dewy texture, it kind of gives more of that silky texture that the Hera one gives you. And as for coverage, even with just one layer, I think it is a bit better than the Hera one. But after a couple hours, excess oil comes through this cushion foundation and the oxidation is, I don't know, I really don't like how it looks after a couple hours because if you've seen my other video, it makes your skin look not very clean. But it's a great fit if you have dry skin. Last cushion foundation is the Laneige Neo Cushion The Matte. So this one has been my go-to recently, and what I have on right now is this one as well. Compared to the older generation, which is the green one that I used last year, the shade is a tad bit brighter and the coverage is actually really good. And oxidation wise, it actually doesn't leave a mess. After a couple of hours, my skin looked very, very moist. I don't know, I personally thought it kind of looked oily, but I got compliments where people told me like, what did you do to your face? Like, because it looked so glowy. All right, as for hair, I brought this one, which is from Labo H Scalp Strengthening Shampoo. This is actually a very popular shampoo when it comes to hair treatment and hair loss and hair thickening. So this one has caffeine, which stimulates your scalp. It also has biotin, which is essential for making keratin to improve elasticity. Do keep in mind, after you come out of the shower, this one doesn't give you that silky texture. It actually gives you a very stiff, even crunchy texture. And the reason why is this is a scalp treating shampoo, so it is silicone free, whereas regular shampoos use silicone to coat the hair. But this shampoo leaves them out to prevent clogging the scalp pores. Another shampoo that I recommend is from Dokdo for hair. This is their collagen thickening shampoo. This is another very popular thickening shampoo on the market. This one is highly recommended for oily scalps with dandruff and hair loss concerns. If you want to treat dandruff, you have to deal with the dead skin cells first. And this one doesn't give you that crunchy texture like the Level H one does. Very interesting with this one because my other shampoo, it's for damaged hair or that elasticity, but Dokdo for hair gives you a bit of a more of that healthy hair look. So keep that in mind. Now, category for men. First one, I have the Objet Natural Cover Lotion. If you're looking for a lotion with a nice tint to it, I would try this one out. Objet is a male marketed brand, but on those days where you don't want to go full out and want a on-the-go cover lotion, I would recommend this one. But like the name itself, it is a lotion and not a foundation. So if you rub your face or if you have your phone on your cheek, it does kind of come off. And one more product for men, it's the Be Ready Blue Foundation. So Be Ready is another male targeted brand, and the shades are relatively darker than the original foundations out there because it is targeted for males. And depending on how much and I guess how well you apply it, it does give you a very clean texture without giving that I applied makeup look. And from my experience, there is a bit of darkening with this one, so keep that in mind as well. If you want to know more about any of these products, I do have other videos on my channel where I go full deep dive talking about ingredients and the texture, oxidation, darkening, how the ingredients play, how you should apply it. So make sure to check those out. And if you found this video helpful, please make sure to subscribe. It will help support the channel. And I hear that it's dangerously hot in some countries, so please drink lots of water and stay hydrated and stay safe. I'm Lex, coming to you from Seoul. See you in the next one.